So I got introduced to this concept of year-end long run when I was working with Mr. Milind Soman at Pinkathon. He basically had a group of people that he used to go out and run with, and I had no idea about it until I first saw that happening. The concept of celebrating New Year's by doing something that you really love doing, which is running. You run on the 30th and 31st of December, and that's how you enter the new year. And I thought to myself that this is something really cool, and it's going to be a good place to be in to challenge myself even more. So that's how it all started for me. So I've been running for almost 11 years now, and when I initially started running, I was just running for myself. I wanted to look good, I wanted to have a good physique, but in that process, I got hooked to running in such a way that it's still with me and it's just growing with every passing day. When I initially started running,
To be honest, I didn't know much about running. I was just running, looking at people. I had no plan, no knowledge about it. And then I got an injury, which is a very common injury. It's called runner's knee, because of which my right knee became very stiff. And then I consulted a doctor and he asked me not to run at all until my knee gets better. So I started doing some strength training. But in between all of this, I saw all my friends running a lot of marathons, gathering medals and posting pictures on Instagram. And I was feeling left out. I was like, this is not how it should be. This is not good. So I started searching things like, how can a person run even if the person has a knee injury? And while going through a lot of articles, I stumbled upon this particular article which talked about backward walking. And then I also read more on it and got to know that even top class athletes, they train backwards if they're injured and they still want to continue with their training. But there was no mention of people running backwards. So I was like, I should give it a shot. And then over a period of 7-8 months, I got so comfortable running backward that I decided to hit the roads. And that's how it has all started. On my long runs, if I'm running backward, there's a specific shoe brand that I wear. It's called Hoka. It's a fairly new brand, but quite interesting after I tried their first pair. When I run barefoot or when I want a really minimalistic feel on my feet while running, there is this shoe called Aqua shoes. Those are the shoes that I've been wearing for a really long time, and I thoroughly enjoy running in them. The second option that I have are the Luna sandals. Design of Luna sandals have been inspired by this tribe that lives in the Grand Canyons called the Tara Omara, and they are considered to be one of the best running tribes who run for like really long distance, 100 kilometers in a stretch without stopping, just wearing those sandals. And yes, and I then completely run barefoot also, which obviously feels great.
I still remember the first run that I went out on was all by myself. The kind of person I am, I love doing things myself. When I'm with myself, I think I do things in the most efficient and in the most fun way. I have done quite a few year-end long runs which were in the country, outside the country. We've run in Japan, we've run in Sri Lanka, we've run in Meghalaya, we've run in Rajasthan. And I had done these long runs with Milind and a lot of other runner friends. And I thought that, this time I should do it alone. Not to prove anything to others or to myself, but just that pure joy of being by yourself, running from one city to another in an unknown terrain. So that was something that was always on my mind. And this time, luckily, I got an opportunity to actually do that. I always feel that, one of the best ways to see a particular place is to see when you're on your foot. When you're on your foot, you absorb things in such a way that sticks with you. Every place is a different weather, different vibe, different people, different food, different culture. So you experience all of that. the concept in itself is such that not a lot of people know about it. So when you are running, you obviously encounter a lot of people because you're running from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., right? You're running for 12 hours. At random hours on highways, in villages, when people see you running, it definitely, people have a lot of questions. And sometimes they're completely bewildered. I tell this to people that I feed on people's reactions and energies while running. Though I enjoy running all by myself, but still if you're in a different place, running such distances, it's a different experience. Though I did look up the route, but then on day 2 of the run, which is the most difficult because from day 1 your muscles are anyways very tired and very worked up, I didn't expect so much of uphill terrain on day 2, which was really demotivating for me, because when I started off on day 2, the highway was really flat and clean. But when I started approaching Goa, man, the uphill just started sucking energy from my body. And on top of that, the place was extremely hot, which I didn't expect at all. The skin was burning. When you're running with people, you know that there are people also struggling. But when you're running all by yourself, you know that तुम्हारे आगे कोई नहीं है और तुम्हारे पीछे कोई नहीं है. We had a crew car, but the crew car couldn't stick to you all the time because you're running on a highway. The car can't go slow. The car was either far behind me or way ahead of me. So I was on my own also most of the time. So, you have all sorts of thoughts that keeps running through your head. You keep thinking to yourself, why are you putting your body through so much pain? The fight was with myself. Be with yourself through all the highs and the lows. Trying convincing yourself that you have to do this. What you start, you have to finish it no matter what. That kept me going. And also now that I've done this all by myself, I know that I'm capable of much crazier stuff. One brand that I am going to definitely mention and be really thankful to is Endura 101, JBG Endura 101. They organize crazy runs, trail runs in West Bengal and Northeast, and they also have a common objective of getting people into fitness and kind of promoting active lifestyle amongst youth and everyone. And with these runs, even I promote the same thing. And then the second brand is True Revo, which is an athleisure brand, and their athleisure outfits I've been wearing for quite some time now, and they're amazing. I'm wearing their shorts right now. I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but yeah. So JBG Endura 101 and True Revo. Thank you guys.